Hi, welcome to a video of my street curb and bazaar finds for Friday, September 29th and Saturday, September 30th, 2023. I was taking my daily walk, the power walk before work Friday, and found these speakers on the street curb. Somebody threw them out, and they're not like a top brand, they're Citizen. But the three-way speakers, and I know that from these hooks here and the fact that they sort of made them symmetrical, even the logo isn't like center like that. I was probably hanging on each side of a portable boombox of the 80s, typical 80s speakers, but they're free, and I don't like seeing stuff being wasted, thrown out, and I tested them on my instead of my cheap little small square York speakers for my computer. I use these little Optimus / Radio Shack little tiny SA155 integrated stereo amplifier for my computer, and I've tested them and they sound great for the price of zero. I wanted to demonstrate by playing a bass drop of Try Me, I Know We Can Make It by Donna Summer, but I'm afraid of copyright strikes, so yeah, take my word for it. For what it is, they sound great. So, and for Saturday, instead of going to the flea market, I went for the last time to a local bazaar. That it was their very last bazaar. I've been going there on and off for 25 years, more or less. And lack of volunteers, it was their last bazaar. So I went, and took me an hour and a half to go through all the records and CDs. There were a lot. Then I checked all the records, and they weren't cheap for what they had. It were $1 each or $6 for $5. But being for a good cause, and very last time I took stuff I could have left there. But I picked these 27 LPs, and CDs were the same price, so I got these 9 CDs. So we have 36 items at $6 for $5, so that's $30. So I added a few more things, and the nice lady said, okay, $30 is good. I guess we'll start with the extra stuff and then look at the stuff that we counted, the 36 items. This record, I'll switch to French when it's French. Ça, c'est un disque de Sheila qui est complètement massacré, mais complètement massacré. Je sais pas si la caméra peut le montrer. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. Oh my goodness. Looks like it's been on a freeway or something. But the reason I took this record is because years ago I bought a mint perfect condition record in a record sleeve that was initially very clean with the shrink wrap still around it, but with a nice streak of mold growing on the record, or either at the bottom, I don't remember. It was basically set in water or something, in a wet box, or so. I needed this cover, and I'm going to switch the cover and throw out the record. So that was free. I found this, a Big Centram, Big Spiderbeck and Frankie Trombauer Columbia record set of 4 78s, but there's only 2 in them. But I still want it because I know I have at least a couple. I don't know which one, but I'm 90% sure I don't have this one, which is my very favorite Big Spiderbeck track, Ostrich Walk. I really love that, so I needed to have that on 78. Riverboat Shuffle, Singing the Blues, and Clarinet Marmalade, so very good tracks. And a nice cover, although it's ripped out here, you know. And there were a small box of 45s, and I picked these 6. Not so long ago, sorry. I splurged $5 plus tax to get Genius of Love by Tom Tom Club. Boom, it's in the lot. I should have waited. Every time I splurge on a record, I always regret it. Like almost always regret. I would have been more excited to find this morning had I not splurged $5.75 on a US copy but it doesn't play perfectly. It's been played a lot. Some static and noise. I haven't cleaned it, so. But yeah, Genius of Love, Tom Tom Club, Laura Lee, which is a very good instrumental. A clean copy of 1999. I wasn't sure if I had one. I know I have the record, but used and with some writing on it. Let It Whip by Das Band, very clean. Everyday Love. This I didn't know, but it looked interesting, and turns out it's really good. I love it. Spaghetti Head, Big Noise from Winnetka from 1975. The B-side is really cool. I only played a few seconds of these. Funky Axe by Spaghetti Head. I really love the B-side. Actually, right after I make this video, I'm going to play the whole thing. This unfortunately doesn't sound too perfect, but the B-side is interesting. It's Love Won't Let Me Wait by Major Harris in 1974. After Loving You, Major Harris. This is not the song I thought it was, but Derek and the Dominoes, Layla, and Bell Bottom Blues. It was in good shape. One of those anyway. And sorry Mishi45 is my best friend, and he has a account on YouTube. I couldn't remember at all if I had this, because I'm getting confused with certain TV series that I'm buying the box sets. Some Everybody Loves Raymond. I don't know until which season I have. I know I have some Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'm missing the third season, etc. And I know I have Three's Company's box sets, but I couldn't remember this morning. I had a brain fart. Couldn't remember how far I had them. Turns out that my best friend one year gave me seasons 4 and 5 on DVD. So I got this for nothing. I'm going to pass it along to somebody else in a charity shop. So let's look at the rest now. Oh, and they graciously gave. They put all my stuff in a bag that you usually pay, I don't know, $1 for these at the grocery store. They gave it for me for free. So this is worth $1. So already down to $29. So let's see the CDs first. We'll finish with the vinyl records. I got the Police, Outlandos d'Amour. I don't have this at all in any form, so now I have it on CD and not to find on vinyl. Chanson pour un café, Gilles Valiquette, son premier album. Je l'ai en vinyle, mais je sais pas. Recently I bought the Daft Punk the vinyl record. I think it's right here. Yeah. Original January 1997 French pressing. Originally $39.97 there. No, I couldn't remember if I had the CD or not, so I'll take the CD. Duran Duran Greatest. Not keen on buying compilations, but I get do Patrick Zabé. Yeah, for fun. Diane Dufresne, Les Tournements Majeurs. I went to see her in a show very recently, so I don't have this, so I'm glad I could get this album. I don't think it's made on vinyl because it came out on vinyl because it's from 1993. By then we weren't making vinyl records anymore. It's rather Michael Jackson, but it's the 25th anniversary edition, and it comes with a CD and unreleased tracks, and it comes with a DVD of the short films Billie Jean, Beat It, Thriller. So yeah, so I decided to pick it up. Oh, Vincent Price excerpt from Thriller voiceover session. Sorry, I'm holding it in the wrong angle here. So, and the CD and DVD are this weird color. Ooh. Unless I checked to make sure it wasn't scratched. The best of Beatles baroque, les Boréades, Atma classique, tous les arrangements. Oh, it's a Quebec thing. So I always collect Beatles on different different remakes. Why did I get this one? I felt like it because I used to play at the not at home but in the arcade at the cinema. I mean, I would play Dance Dance Revolution, and one of the songs I played was Cartoon Heroes. So I decided to get this just because it has Cartoon Heroes on it. of the guilty pleasure. It's about the guilty pleasures today, and the records. A lot of crap. I was going to say another word. Things I couldn't remember if I had or not, in which condition. I said, going to help out the. So this is one of the first two Céline Dion albums, because her first two LPs were released together. Regular album, Ce n'était qu'un rêve, and her first Christmas record released at the same time. So what's just one moment. I hate bugs. This what's incredible is it still has the shrink wrap. It's open, of course, but just a little bit torn there. With the Woolco price tag of $8.49, that was 19. Would reduce $6.99, most likely for Christmas 1981, because that's the year the record came out. And yeah, so I had to take it, because my only copy has a little bit of damage on either the bottom or the edge, a little bit torn, and it's pretty rare. Guilty pleasure, Lucien Etu, there's another one somewhere in there. I couldn't remember if I had this specific one or not, but it was in good shape. Yeah, I don't need more herbal part, but I decided to get it. Warm. Not sure of the year. Yeah, I don't know what year it is, but it looks like late 60s, early 70s. Picotin children's show. I got it because it's in great shape. The cover is clean, and it has a lyric sheet inside that looks like it's never been pulled out of the cover, so I had to get this upgrade. Two Ginette Renault compilations, I just don't happen to have them. With the sticker of La Maison du Disque, 4000 Hochelaga, Montréal, PQ, with a phone number. Yeah, I went there a few times. I remember many years ago buying a whole stack, a very pricey stack of France Gall 45s from the 60s. So that's a compilation of Ginette Renault, and we have another one here, Les Grands Succès de Ginette Renault Volume 2. It's just a compilation. Oh wow, I'm really glad I got it. Look at these cool photos. Wow, that's right there. That's Lise Payette next to Ginette Renault to the right there. She was a talk show host and became a politician. Yeah. Anyway, France Castel, Je le vois dans ma soupe. That's roughly 72, 74 perhaps. But this came out first on the Profil label. France Castel and her big hit Du fil, des aiguilles et du coton. There's a song called Lucky Luke. Funky pour un départ. I can't wait to check these. But this album takes 7 of those songs back there. There's only 3 new songs on this one. I've compared the tracks earlier. This I realized only after thought that I already have it. I wasn't sure. Sylvain Leliev. Let de Toronto is a hit on this one. Raymond Bertillon pour les amers, 15 grands succès. Just a nice compilation to have to play straight, and it's in great shape. Again, Lucien Etu is an organ player. Got caught with pedophile activities. Gave lessons to kids, organ lessons. So, but I learned to separate the artistic output and the personal life and qualities and bad sides of people. I keep them separate, otherwise I would have to throw out all my Michael Jackson records, because he was also a pedophile. But I don't want to discuss this. I just explain that that's my view. I don't start burning records or throwing them out because it turns out that the person was a bad person. Anyway, I got it especially also because, well, aside from being very clean, shrink wrap still around the sleeve, have something something played on the organ, and something being the Beatles song, of course. This is in bad shape. Couldn't remember if the only copy I have is in worse shape than this or slightly better. I don't know. But recently I got a Wheeler de Mode 78. It's right here. Embarque, on ira pas vite. Rock and roll à cheval. This is just too clean. I had to buy it. I already have it. Donald Lautrec. It has Eloise on it. And there's this Morgan's plastic cup. Morgan's was the same store as l'Abbé, the Bay. This I already bought, I think in December at a record store, but couldn't pass it just in case. Joël Denis' first album. We had the mono version when I was a kid, and this is a stereo copy. There was another stereo copy. I think what the record lot was, it was a bunch of leftovers from a collector who purchased collection. Because sometimes we had 2 or 3 of the same record, but in different various shapes. This is a kitsch thing. I was just too curious. Michel Louvain, his records are worthless. He died not too long ago, this year or last year. Just a crooner. But this is a country record, and I needed to hear his Everybody's Talking French cover, Un étranger dans la ville. But he doesn't go for that high note at the end. I was so disappointed. I wanted to hear him do the high note. This is a comp I didn't have by Donald Lautrec. The only reason I bought it, despite its terrible shape, didn't even see the water damage on the sleeve, but the record is beat up, is because it says stereo, and it has several songs from an original album of 1966 that I've never seen in stereo. Sometimes these reissues reveal some stereo mixes that are not available on the original mono record. Unfortunately, those songs just sound mono. The tracks from. But Un tout petit peu trop tard is the single mix, not the album mix. So that's interesting. Unfortunately, it's in bad shape. Pierre Ladon, Disque d'Or, just a little comp. Not too many songs, just 10 songs. But the record is in pristine shape. I already have this, but couldn't pass it because there's 2 different labels for this record. I think this is the original label. I couldn't remember if my copy had the first or the second label. This one has the first label. This one, instead of the one where it says Columbia all around. So this is the very first label. I really don't remember at all if they had this record with someone's name on the cover, and it was in bad shape. So, but this Joe Dassin I had to take. I didn't have this René Claude album. It's from 1987, I think. But no, 86, I think. Yeah, 86. There we go. Yeah, she passed away recently. Imitator, what's the word in English? Anyway, it's Jean Guimaraud, Les enregistrements secrets du show business québécois. Couldn't remember if I had it or not inside the tape. This I know I have. I just want a spare copy because the copy I have is like I bought it sealed. Might have opened it, but I'm always afraid of playing them on a regular record player, like the techniques there. When it's a seal, usually if I open a sealed record and I play on a turntable, it has to be on my Lin axis. So it's I'd rather have a spare copy. This I think I have, but this was so clean. Les Girola, es-tu content? They have both passed away now. Okay, we get the good stuff. I kept the good stuff at the end. This I was like happy. I don't have this one. The Corla Pandit, Speak to Me of Love. Let me just figure out. I need both hands for this. So we have the original Fantasy inner sleeve and the Beautiful Blue record. I looked and there's no scratches, so I was really glad. So that was a nice find. There we go. Trooper Hot Shots. And cover is really cool because you have the holes in it. And the record is in okay shape. Manège, ni vent ni nouvelle. I only checked a few seconds of it. Sounds like prog rock, folk rock, 1977, and it sounds very interesting. Can't wait. It sounds better than I expected. So I can't wait to play this thing. This sounds cool. Alfonso Johnson, Yesterday's Dreams. I've checked a few, dropped the needle in the middle of a few tracks, and yes, it has a little bit of everything, a little bit of funk, a little bit of I can't wait to play this, some synth. And this one I was really glad. I've never seen this. I collect Three Sons records, another guilty pleasure, and this is my favorite one so far. It needs an upgrade because the B-side at the end, the groove is destroyed by a bad record player, but it's in stereo, and there's Louise who liked to write their name there, but I've laughed, I've giggled several times. This is instrumental, and I laughed. For those who don't know the Three Sons, it's a trio of a organ player, an accordion player, and an electric guitar player. So, Fever, Tequila, and the Colonel Bogey March is really funny. Oh my god, it's like crazy. I love this album from 1961. It's a crazy album. I really love it. If I see a cleaner copy, I'll go up to $3 to upgrade it. So that was my morning, and thanks for watching.